Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this YOWHICK 1080p projector. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. If you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this projector supports 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz Wi-Fi casting. It supports Bluetooth. So let's look at the specs on the side. So it's pretty straightforward stuff here. We have the 1080p, aspect ratio is 4:3:16:9. It's an LED projector. Let's get it out of the box here. Okay, this comes with the projector screen. So this is a 100-inch screen, 16:9 ratio. We can see it here, it has a black border. It's kind of a stretch fabric type material, and it comes with these self-adhesive hooks for mounting. So this looks to be the same as the screen I currently use, so I'm not going to be hanging this one up, but I expect it to perform identically. It's nice having this screen, so if I want to use this outside, I don't have to take my screen I currently use off the wall. I can just set this one up outside or somewhere else. Here's the projector. It's a nice compact size. We have a manual, some cleaning swabs. Here we have wires. Here's the remote. I'll put those in. This is an AV cable. This is for analog input. You have composite, right and left audio. So this would be good for connecting up a VCR, video camera, a legacy game system, and other analog inputs. This is an HDMI cable. This would be good for a Blu-ray player, video game system, computer. And here's a power cord. It also has a leveling foot here. Let's take a closer look at the projector itself. It has a lens cover on the front here. And here's the lens. It has the focus and the keystone. So keystone is the tilt of the display. Then we have infrared here. We have a vent on the side. On the back here we have a speaker. We have HDMI input, 2 USB ports, AV input, that's for that analog cable, and headphone out. Here we have another vent it looks like, and a vent here, and power. On the top we have buttons. Looks like these are touch buttons. Then on the bottom we have rubber feet. Here we have a thread for the leveling foot. So that will go in here so we can adjust the angle if we have it sitting on a surface. And then here we have a tripod mount. So that's a 1/4-20 tripod mount thread. So if you're wanting to use this outside, tripod's a great way to mount it. You can put this up on a tripod, it keeps it up off the ground. Then you can point it at a wall or a screen. And this cap does have a little hole in it, so you could put a tether on here and stick it to the side. So let's take a quick look at the manual. So you'll want to read through this. Here it says it is only suitable for home entertainment in a dark environment, not for presentation purposes. It does not support 3D playback. So you do want to use this in a dark area. If you use it outside, you'll want to do it at night. This talks about cleaning it, safety notice, the remote control. It says in screen mirroring mode, hold down the back button for 1.5 seconds to exit. Here's an overview of the parts that we looked at. Here's the remote and the controls here. And here's the interface. This can be mounted on the ceiling or put on a tripod or a surface. And you can project this to the front or the rear of a screen. And you can adjust that in the software. And here's some more specs. You can read through those. And here we have the projection distance and screen size. So I'll be testing it today on a 100-inch screen. I'm probably a little less than 10 feet away. So let me get this set up and we'll take a look at it. Okay, I have the projector pointing at a screen. I'll turn it on. So I'll need to adjust this. It's asking my language. I'll hit English. Now that last screen was a little blurry and I could have adjusted it, but I wanted to get to the main screen, so I could just do the adjustment once. So I'll change the keystone here. I'll center it on my screen. Now I will adjust the focus. I think that's about right. There we go. So we have an easy to use interface here. I'll go to settings on the left. Here we have picture mode, color temperature, aspect ratio, projection mode. So this is what you would use if you want to change the orientation of it. So if you're projecting from the ceiling, a table, in front or behind, you can change that here. This option, you can reduce the size. So we can shrink this down. So it looks like we can take it down to 50%. So your best option is to move the projector, but if you're not able to, you can shrink the display. Let's go to the next setting, is the sound. We have the sound mode, we have standard, and then we have music, movie, sports, and user, which is custom. Then we have balance, auto volume, and Bluetooth. We go to Bluetooth here, we turn this on, we can search for Bluetooth and pair this with Bluetooth speakers. Next we have sleep timer. Here we can have it turn off automatically. Then we have on-screen display, restore factory default, blending, on-screen display duration, and software update. So I'll back out of this. We have About Us down here. Here's the support information. Now in the settings, we didn't see anything about Wi-Fi. That's set up down here on the bottom, so I'll set that up. So we have Wi-Fi reset, OTA, that's for over-the-air updates, and then mirror setting. So I'll go into Wi-Fi. I'm going to choose my network, and I'll enter in my password here. Okay, I'm connected to 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi now. I'll go back to the main menu. Or actually, I'm going back to system setup. And now I can go to over there, update if I want. It's not a bad idea to check your firmware version. But now I'll show the mirror setting. So this is on an iOS device. You have airplane mode. It's set to screen mirroring, or you can set it to AirPlay. I'm going to be connecting this to my iPad. If I connect it in the screen mirroring mode, it's not going to fill out the whole screen when I play a video. So I'll want to use the AirPlay mode for that. But my recommendation is connect it up, see if it works for you. If not, come back to this mirror setting and change it to the other setting you're not using and see if it works better for you. So I'll back out of here. Now I'll go to iOS screen. So I'm going to go into my iPad now. I'll go up into the control center. I'll hit the mirroring button and I'll choose the YOWHICK projector. You can see this here. Now I'll go into YouTube. So I'll turn this sideways and we'll start playing it. When I start playing, it's going to go full screen. So here's an example of the screen mirroring mode. So to back out, I'll go to Control Center, I'll tap on it and I'll say stop mirroring. So I'll hit back. You can also cast from Android. I could also plug a cable in to the USB on the back to the Lightning on my iOS device and send video that way. Now certain things are not going to work, like you can't cast Netflix using this. Same with Disney Plus and other streaming services. You can use YouTube. If you want to use streaming services, I would recommend plugging in a Fire TV stick or Roku. That will give this projector all the capabilities you'd have in a modern smart TV, aside from watching actual TV. So to go back to the main screen, I'll hold down the back button. Now if we plug in a Fire TV stick, we can go to HDMI here to connect up, but I'm going to show USB. So I've placed a USB thumb drive in the projector and I have media on it. So we have different options. We have photo, music, and movie. So I'll go to photo, I'll go to C drive, I'll pick a photo here and I'll hit play. And here we'll have a little slideshow. So this will automatically transition between slides. So the transitions aren't incredibly smooth, so they'll probably work with some people. Other people may want something a little different. You can always make your own slideshow and turn it into a movie file and just play the video. And I notice I think the keystone's off just a little bit here. I think that's a little better. There we go. So I'll hit back here. We can also listen to music, view text files. Next I'll go to movie. So I'll play a video.
I'm gonna get the full training.
Oh shoot. So there's a video of a train. Looks very nice, very smooth. The audio is very nice on here. Now if you need louder speakers, you can hook Bluetooth into this, or you can plug into the headphone jack, and you can plug powered speakers into that also. I can also connect my laptop into this with HDMI. So I'll choose HDMI. So from here I can play media. Now I do want to go into my settings and change my audio out to the projector's HDMI. Okay, to shut this off, I'll press the power button, it'll turn it off. So that was the YOWHICK 1080p projector with Wi-Fi. So as I was doing this demonstration, I had it plugged into my portable power station, and it was drawing about 62 watts or so. So it has very low power usage. So if you're using this outside, you could run an extension cord, but if you have a portable power station, you could plug into it, and even small to medium-sized units would probably run this for a few hours. I like the size of this. It's very compact. It's easy to carry around. It has this nice lens cover here, so if you travel with it, it will protect that. So a projector like this would be great for outdoor movie night, it'd be great for watching games, and as I said before, you can plug a media stick into this and you can access all the streaming services, Hulu, Amazon, Disney+, Netflix, and those will work through HDMI. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.